How we doing today, guys? It's Marco with Higgins Energy. Today we will be cleaning our Ravelli Roma insert. This is a pretty simple one as far as our customers are concerned. It gets a little more complicated as far as our yearly cleaning, but we'll dive into that when we are at your house and servicing it. For right now, we are figuring out how you clean it on your weekly and monthly maintenance. And for that, as all of our stoves go, we would start with the glass front and back with an approved wood or pellet glass cleaner. Besides that, you just need your various cleaning tools, which you could check out the link below for a different video on that description. So for today, first, once we have the stove open, you get this little ash pan out of here that is blocking most of the things on the bottom. Just make sure you put it on your driveway, in the garage, somewhere that's concrete, not on a porch or on the grass or anywhere that's combustible and can light up. Actually, a vast majority of fires that have to do with these units have nothing to do with the unit themselves, and it's actually the improper disposal of ashes. So make sure you're doing that correctly. Once you have that out, your next step is the little burn pot that's removable. We just use some sort of scraper tool. I like to use a wood chisel, but you want to get in there, get any carbon buildup, any clinkers out of there. You want these holes as cleared out as they can be. That way when your combustion or exhaust fan is running and it's blowing air through the stove, it's able to blow air through it and keep that fire going nice and hot like it's supposed to be. Once that's out, you take your handy dandy paintbrush and you pretty much get every square inch in there that you can. So you want to get all these side baffles, the back baffles. You are going to have some soot and ash fall into this area where the burn pot was and where you could see your igniter. That's completely fine. You just get your vacuum, you clean this whole area up as best as you can. Once you do that, there's a baffle up top. You're going to have to just kind of slide it forward to the front of the stove, lift it up, and this back piece comes out. Then you slide it back, it comes off. When you are running the stove, it's usually going to sit in there like this. You're going to have a whole bunch of ash and soot on top of it. So either have the vacuum going when you drop it down, or just know that you're going to have some of a mess when that falls down. That's completely fine, completely expected. Once you have that off, pull that bar forward, and then you want to push it all the way back. You don't want to leave it, with any gap behind it, because that's going to create an airspace. You're going to get creosote buildup, which will actually make that bar stick. So in the future, when you go to pull it, you're going to have some issues. So just make sure it's pushed all the way in. Once you have that done, we're just going to get nice and low. Use your paintbrush and get all those tubes and everything you can up top. I also recommend getting either a can of air that you would use to clean a keyboard, or I have an electronic version that you recharge and can use indefinitely, and just a mini air compressor or something. You want to get all the ash and soot that's stuck between these air tubes out of there. The reason being is because ash and soot are excellent, amazing insulators. So with all that ash and soot in there, the flame's supposed to hit those top tubes. Cool air passes through there from the back of the stove. If it has all the ash and soot and it's being insulated, you might walk by this stove, halfway through your burning season and think the air's a little cooler coming out of the stove. It would be because it's blocked up. So that's why it's so important to pull that and then get up there with your brush and some air and clean out everything that you can. That way you're getting the most efficient heat out of your stove that it's meant to be giving you. Once you are done with all that, you just put it back. So push that in, pull it all the way forward, goes back. Sometimes it might take a few tries, that's okay. I do this all day, every day, and it still takes me a few tries sometimes. Burn pot goes right back. Last but not least, you're gonna put this ash pan back. If you do that weekly, I do mine every Saturday, but do it weekly and you'll never have any issues with the stove. You'll keep up with it until it's time to have your yearly maintenance done by Higgins. And when you're ready for that, you just give us a call and we'll be there for you. If you have any other questions or concerns about your Ravelli, you always know to give us a holler. Otherwise, Stay warm, keep burning, and we'll see you next time.